This week's adventure brings us to the banks of the Elk River, where I plan to road test my car camping setup. I'm also looking forward to some nightscape photography that highlights the night sky reflecting in the water of the river. It's something that I haven't tried before, so we'll see how this goes. And if you watched my channel, you've heard me talk about the Elk River Trail. It's a moderately challenging 15-mile trail that runs along the Elk River and through some rugged rock formations. It's my favorite backpacking adventure in Kansas, and there are many great sights to see in this state. Here at this site, I can hike down to the river, but tonight I'll sleep in my car. It's a test run for several trips that I have planned for this winter. But now it's autumn, and this may be the last opportunity to get out before winter roars in with her frigid temperatures. So let's take a walk down to the river, where I hope to return tonight for some monk's reflections. Well, before sunset, I want to walk down to the edge of the river, where tonight I hope to take some photographs. What I like to do, it's supposed to be a beautiful night, stars are supposed to be out, clear skies. If that is true, then if I could get the stars reflecting off of the water, I think that would be really a cool picture. I want to try to do that. And I'm going to try to use some new tools to see if I can get it to bring out some of the highlights of the foreground. I was talking to someone the other day about what I do and how I do my photography, and they call me an artist. I'm not sure if I'm an artist, but if I am, then photography is my art and nature is my canvas. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen hedge apples before, but these big old green things are hedge apples, and I have no earthly idea on what they're good for, other than maybe to grow hedge trees. And the hedge trees are good for preventing soil erosion. Now, that's why they were planted here by farmers long, long ago, because this part of Kansas didn't have a lot of trees. But now, as you look around, it's got quite nice forest. There's been some blowdown since I was down here the last time. I've only been here once before, and it was lovely. I really enjoyed being down here. I tent camped at that time. This has really grown up a lot since the last time I was here. It's amazing. Wow, it's grown up. So you can see the blue blazes. This is the Elk River Trail, and it just comes down through here. Well, you got to check this out. You know, this grass is much taller than I am. I'm 6 foot, and it's got to be 7, 8 feet tall out in here. And it's right on the edge of the river. I don't know if you can see the water sort of glinting right through there, but I'm trying to find this place that I could set up tonight. What I would like to do is be near the water, if not on the water, and try to get the stars reflecting off of the river.
And there's a rock ledge, if I remember right, on the other side of this river. Limestone on the other side of the river here. And what I would like to do is have that and be able to light it up. But I would need to have some pretty strong light to reach across and do that. I got a couple of tools that I'm wanting to test out for you, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Let me show you if I can get down here to the water's edge. And maybe, let's see what I got. Hey, I think this might work. Okay, yeah. Ugh. I'm caught up in the stuff. There, now let me go. Yeah, if I could set up right in here and right across, there's some limestone and got that old tree coming up out of the top of it. And then the way that is right in there with the water. Now this is a river, so it won't be a glassy surface. It'll be rippled, but I think that'll be even nice as well, because if you look across, you can see the reflection of the green, the golden tree as it's changing for autumn. In fact, all of these trees are beautiful. Let me get a shot here. Take my tripod. All right, set this up here. You watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow. Okay, now this is a Tamron 28 to 200 millimeter zoom lens, and this is not the lens that I'll be using tonight. Tonight I'll use a Wurkkos 27 millimeter. So this will give me an idea, and then if I want to zoom in a little bit for some daytime shots, I'll be able to do that with this lens. I'm going to turn this on. Oh yeah, this may be it right there. Then I'm going to do ISO 100, and I'm going to bring it down to f11 to try to get all of it sharp. Don't want to get stung. Got this little yellow jacket flying around. I'm going to let you see what I'm looking at. If I pull this around right through here. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow. Yes. Which way do I want to go? Really? Some grass in the forefront. Maybe I can use that too. Yeah, put that on the third line. All right. 1/250th of a second. F9. I wonder if I can slow the shutter speed down some. Oh, okay. So that's what I'm going to look at. You know, if I wanted to, with this, I could zoom in. I may do that. I may actually look at something. over here in this one. Zoom in on that tree. I just really like that yellow right there. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing. That's amazing. Zoom in just a little more and get that. I like to get the sky out of it. Bring it into it. Let's see what that looks like. It's hard to believe this is November. And last week I was in Wisconsin and it was cold. They told me it was cold here too, that we'd had a frost, we had a freeze, got down below 32. But right now it is beautiful out and I'm enjoying it. So in order to do what I want to do, I am going to have to take the picture with, hopefully with the stars reflecting in the water, and then I want to get that over there across the way. To do that, I'm going to have to illuminate it and do some light painting. And for my light painting, I'm going to use two tools. They're very similar, and yet each has a different application, I believe. Not only for light painting at night photography, but it's also, these are great little flashlights if you wanted to use them around camp or use them as just sort of a walking light. Both of them, the form factors are a little different. They're both extremely well made. They're rechargeable with USB-C ports, and let me show them to you.
The Wurkkos AUDIIO is a small, powerful light with spot and floodlight beams. Each beam has 5 brightness modes, from moonlight at 1 lumen to turbo mode, which is 320 lumens. It's excellent for light painting foregrounds to get that extra pop in nightscape photography.
The Sofirn light, it doesn't have a way that you can have either spot or floodlight. It just is what it is. But, you know, the power of it, I think, will be very helpful.
The Sofirn ST1 is a different form factor. Slim and longer than the other model, it has a single beam, but also 5 brightness modes ranging up to 1500 lumens. This is a small, lightweight option for illuminating objects at a distance.
I'm going to get a base shot, just get that across the river at the back shore. And then after that, playing with the moon here, so I'm trying to get this down to where everything's right. And when I go and try 8 seconds at f2.8, ISO is 3200, I've set the white balance to 3800 Kelvin. And I'm going to take this shot and see if there's any blowout from the moon. Let's look at this and see what I think. Little bit of clipping right on the horizon. But the rest of it looks really good. I think I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to try to take another couple of shots. Maybe I'll set this back up from f2.8. I'm going to bring it to f3.5, and then I'm going to use this Sofirn ST1 light and see what that does to light up the far shore. Now for this, I'm going to turn off the camera here, the video, and take the shot, because the light that I'm using for you to see me is just blowing everything out. So let me turn that off, and then I will try it again. Just a moment. To light up from the water. So I'll try that. I'll step over to the right, and I'll light up from the water and see what that looks like. There are times when you just have to get out and experiment with things and see what you want to do. Honestly, I didn't do much. But the first 3 shots, I think, really do enhance it. What I want to do is I'm going to take the other light, and since it has both a flood and a spotlight function on it, and I'm going to try it and see what that does with the 2 different functions. I'm going to put it on the brightest beam because I'm still trying to get across the river to that far shore. So I'll go back over to the left and light this up from this side. I'm going to go to the right now and light it up from that side. It's almost too bright. So for this test, while I like the AUDIIO 3 format, and I think if it was something closer, this would be probably the lamp of choice. But in this composition, it's the Sofirn ST1. That's the better light. Waiting for the moon to come across, and when it does, then I'll take a photo with the moon reflecting up out of the water. I think that'll be an amazing shot.
I love getting totally immersed in nature like this. Hope you enjoyed it too. And if you did, next week I'll have another adventure looking at sharing a tool that may make you feel a whole lot safer when you're out here all alone. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path, and God bless you.